This is the 1LE package, which is the track-ready Chevy performance package for the Camaro. It comes with floating two-piece 6-piston Brembo front brakes, the 20 by 10 and 20 by 11 wheels in the back, 285s and 305s. The front lip, the matte hood. It's got all those little accents that somebody would probably put on their car anyways to make it look cool, but it's factory, 100%. Fun things about it: it's got heads-up display, mag ride, it has an electronically controlled rear differential, has all the coolers. It's got the oil cooler, trans cooler, diff cooler. Factory has a 4-mode exhaust, so it's got like a stealth mode for super quiet. It's like, I call it Prius mode because it's so freaking quiet. And then it has all the way up to track, so you've got stealth, touring, sport, and track mode, and that goes through the mantra on all of the systems. So you have throttle control, you get the snow and ice mode. It's like, it takes care of all of your needs with this car. I mean, you can't run these tires in the winter because they're a 220 tread wear, almost track tire, but I mean, it'll control the throttle response so you don't die. I've been to 6 track days with this car at New York Safety Track. The first couple, I was feeling it out and really enjoying it because, I mean, it's a big V8 muscle car. It's heavy, but you don't necessarily feel it. It's just a bunch of fun. It's kind of like a really fat Miata with a lot of extra power. That's how I like to think about it, because you throw it in any turn you want and it just takes it. The pucker factor doesn't really exist except for the passenger, because they have no idea how fast this car can take a turn. Everything tells you slow down, slow down, slow down. You just wrench it into a turn and the car just hooks and books. It's incredible.
It's a 2017 SS 1LE Camaro. Definitely more a car than I think I've ever driven. It's got X pipes. We'll put the mods down below. Oh, but it sounds so good. Oh my god, it has auto rev matching. It's a manual, it's a 6-speed manual, but it rev matches on D-cell. So I'm gonna try to not get arrested. Oh my god. Oh. I haven't even gone full throttle, and it's not the speed that's shocking me. It's just the noise behind me is unbelievable. Let's try downshift. Oh, it does throw you in your seat though, that's for sure. Immediate torque the second you hit the gas. I mean, true to a V8, but the other V8s I've driven are, you know, older, early 2000s V8s. They're not bad. Like, don't get me wrong, the LS isn't bad, but this is refined, and just listen to that rev match. Props to Chevy. I mean, this thing it's well put together. It's got a really crystal clear heads-up display that shows me how many G's I'm pulling. Factory. Touchscreen over here, you can do, it's got exhaust settings, it's got a factory flappy, like exhaust flap. So you can set it to stealth mode, or just, you know, a couple modes in between, or just really loud. And he always has his set to really loud. And the cold start, I wish we had gotten it on camera. Oh, the cold start shook me. Okay, GM. I'm from the world of like muscle cars don't handle well. You know, they're boats, they're only good in straight lines. No. This thing feels planted. I mean, I'm not gonna go fly down some back road in it, but this thing's got it for sure. And I can see how these are great on track. I mean, there's a level higher, the ZL1, I believe, that is literally built for track, and it set track records at the Nürburgring, and it's got little factory aero bits on it. But for a street car, to like, this is out of the box with X pipes, and it handles incredibly, and it makes a ton of power, and it's a manual, and it looks good, and it sounds good. What more do you want? This is making me have second thoughts here, because my K-swap with a turbo isn't gonna sound like that or a kick like that. First gear, traction's a joke. It has great traction control, and I'm leaving it on because I'm not gonna crash this car. But like, watch, it'll break traction here. I might just curl up in the back of this car and I'm just gonna live in the trunk just so I can hear the exhaust go.
So today we're in America. This is a very different car from what we have, you know, built the channel off of, which is Miata content. And even with the reviews, we've done a lot of Miatas, a lot of, you know, track-oriented stuff. This is probably the most stock car we've had on the channel, but damn, is it awesome. It is from the factory, ready to go on the track, and that is just really cool. Something that I haven't really experienced yet in any car, much less a car that we've been able to review. And there's just so much oomph behind anytime you put your foot down. I'm so not used to that rev matching. Let's see if I can turn that off. There's so much oomph behind the pedal at any RPM. So let's do 6th gear, 1500 RPM, and you're just bop, bop. There's so much there to give. Ooh, that turning. Yeah, this thing is really composed. It seems like Chevy has really been ahead of the game with Ford on a lot of their platforms when it comes to the Camaro versus Mustang. They're definitely ahead of the game of getting a really good handling muscle car. Oh, love it. Woo! America! So in these back roads, these tight, twisty back roads that we are out here in New Paltz area driving on, you know, I'm losing the corners of the car, not gonna lie. That's more just about me being, you know, fun-sized, as well as not really knowing this car that well. But I will say, this thing just wants to eat up these turns. Steering input is minimal. Now you're probably saying, what turns, Dylan? You're not even moving the wheel. I'm moving the wheel. But it doesn't need to be moved much for these turns. Look at this. Look at this. I'm doing a really sharp turn right here. Not much required for input. Yeah, This is good. This is really good. This is really good. I don't know where the car is because it's so big that it just goes forever. That's my main complaint, but that's really just about getting used to it, and also driving Miatas that are so small and tiny. But aside from the size, I do like this. I've sat in these cars before. They felt like a little bit of a jail cell because of how high your doors are, how small of an area you have to look out your windshield, but as I drive, those things kind of fall away. Yeah, see, that's fast. That's a big number, but it wasn't shocking. I wasn't scared. This feels incredibly capable. Incredibly capable. I've been in this car for 5 minutes and it feels good. It probably makes you look better than you are. It's probably one of those cars that's more capable than you are. It's gonna make you look good. And yeah, I'm comfortable in this car. So I didn't want to stop driving. I don't know about you, Stefan, but I just didn't want to stop driving. It was such an easy car to immediately get in and understand to a certain level. Obviously, I'm not going to set any like lap times or anything like that, but to get in and immediately feel comfortable in, you hear it all the time, these Camaros and the chassis are super capable. I totally understand what that feeling is now. Super composed, it does have a level of like capability that is Miata-esque in it. Right. I kind of, like you said it in the interview, you know, I'm kind of rolling my eyes as I hear that. It's like, no, it's just, it grips and it goes and it wants to go there. Like, yes, I want to turn right now really hard, and I'm fine with that.
It's a nimble beast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was really impressed with that.
But yeah, I had no issues in first gear just goosing it and letting the traction control do its job. I mean, it keeps you straight, but it lets you do 100% of whatever you want. And like, I don't want to know traction control off. I don't want to find out. But
it is a car that owning, I could see like removing that over time and getting used to it and being confident driving it without traction control. Like it doesn't seem like it's going to immediately like bite you or do something that you didn't ask it to. Which is,
and it's comfortable enough and like obviously fast enough, but legit enough to like if I live somewhere where we don't get snow, I would drive that year round.
Oh yeah.
Without a doubt.
Oh yeah.
No arguably with snow, I would just put some snows on it, and just to hear the cold start every morning.
For sure. But thanks again for having us out here.
No problem at all. It was a blast.
Definitely Camaro guys. I get it. I get it.
I get it.
I've definitely been more of a Mustang guy myself.
Definitely come a long way since like mid 2000s or like late whenever they released the Camaro again. Like, it's a lot better now than it was back then. And
it's leaps and bounds. The Alpha Chassis is incredible.
Yeah, that's really cool. So if you liked, comment, subscribe down below, and just stay tuned. We got some more reviews coming out, and we're going to get into build season 2 as well. So if you want to follow along, just subscribe and go from there. Thanks.
Cool. Done. All right.
I'm not getting out.
Dude, I don't want to get out of this car.